dated this one guy that he really liked when I cooked him breakfast in the morning, specifically scrambled eggs and toast. I'm a bad cook, that's all I can do. So, and he broke up with me. I was upset and I wanted revenge. So I cooked about 120 eggs, scrambled eggs, and my friend and I put them all over his house.
For women to be able to discuss their dating relationships online. Women who feel that they have been wronged can log on to the website and share those experiences.
This man is a low-life scumbag.
He cheated on me with his cousin.
He's a gold digger. This guy is awful in bed.
Guys don't like it so much.
It makes you sick to think people who don't know you see something as ridiculous as this.
The comments said a lot of negative, terrible things about
me. This jerk gave me herpes too. He tried to pay me to have sex after we broke up. Beware girlfriends. He is no chocolate, but rather poo-poo. It's ridiculous.
None of it's true whatsoever.
I used to date this guy and heard he was gay. I'm quite sure he is bi. How do you provide proof that you're not gay or bisexual?
The great thing about the website is that it requires people to police themselves. I don't know whether or not the statements made on my website are true or false. That's not my job and that's not my responsibility.
I was devastated.
I was just overcome with anxiety. I was concerned about whether my mother might see some information like this. I called Miss Joseph. She referred me to her attorney.
I almost begged Miss Joseph and her lawyer to remove the information. They snubbed their noses at me.
She looked at me as she looked at every other man that was posted on the site as being a cheater.
Dr. Phil, it's simply not accurate that Todd Hollis called me to ask me to remove the postings from the website. He immediately went for the lawsuit. He's trying to intimidate and bully me into taking the postings down from the site, which I will not do. Mr. Hollis's lawsuit is frivolous.
Miss Joseph, I implore you, regardless of what happens between our lawsuit, do the responsible thing.
You have ignored the pain and the anxiety that not only I suffer, but any man suffers.
The fact that you allow this website to exist so that you can profit from is very, very disrespectful. You don't add to our society, you take away from it.
Well, in October, these two will face a judge for the first time. But today, Tasha and Todd go face to face right here with me for their headline-making case. Now, you two have never met.
No.
This is the first time you've ever seen each other in person.
It is.
Do you have any control? Do you pay any attention? Do you have any interest in whether what somebody's posting on your website is true or false?
Be careful, you're on national TV.
It's not my responsibility to check the veracity of any of the statements made on my website.
I spent 15 years as a litigation consultant, and you just parroted back what your lawyer told you to say.
Well, it's the fact.
It's
a fact.
It's a fact that you just parroted back what your lawyer told you to say. What you're saying is you have a legal position that you want to assert regarding that. Get money from you, is there any other reason that you have this website up other than to make money?
It's not a money-making venture.
So
It's not a money-making venture.
This is a non-profit site?
No, it's not non-profit. The money made on the site is used to pay for the servers, to house the
Jaguar
site.
that you own.
Okay, and to pay for.
See, I can look up your background like you can look up mine.
That's
I probably
right.
know you as well as you know me.
And so looking up my
That's right.
background, what does that get you?
What that gets me is just like
Dr. Phil,
Phil
if you would
said.
let me answer the
It
question, I'll
said,
tell you how the
you're using
website
this website
operates.
Hold on. Are y'all married? No. Are you tricking me and you're really married? We're talking today about whether it's legal, whether it's moral, whether it's ethical to have the internet be a pretty much unbridled, unmonitored, unchecked place that people can go and write things that through the internet are published about other people, personal things, sometimes very derogatory and hurtful things. Now, you say that that you don't do this for the money.
Right. It's not a money-making venture. And even if it was, coming from Mr.
Is that because
Holland,
it isn't going very well, or because that's
no,
or because you don't care about making?
We don't. That's not my intention. When I created the website, it was not to go out and make $1 million. I have my own consulting business, and that's what I do full time. The website is just as it is. It's a public forum. Women get on, they talk to each other. We don't have 50 million advertisers on the website. I'm not making $1 million a year from the website. And it's an interesting comment coming from Mr. Hollis, who defends criminals for a living. Rapists, murderers, drug dealers, that's who he defends for a living. And he's going to tell me about making money from this website. It's not a money-making venture.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you saying that it is inappropriate or unethical for him to be a lawyer that provides defense to people that are charged with a crime?
I think it's an interesting comment coming from him to tell me that I'm making money off the website when he makes money defending people who are accused of a crime. He tries to get rapists, murderers, and drug dealers off or get lighter sentences, and he makes money doing that. So I find it a very interesting comment for him to tell me about the way that I'm making money.
How do you know all of his clients are guilty?
It doesn't matter, but that's how he makes money. That's how he makes his money.
Okay, go ahead. What do you want to say? What do you want to say?
Dr. Phil, I just want to say that when I have to defend, whether I'm gay or whether I have herpes or I have to have a conversation with someone when I meet them, that's not fair. It's damaging to my reputation. It limits my ability to be able to provide for my family. And those are the things that are most important to me. Those are the things that, we all work for in our lives. With little things that I have, I want to keep.
Okay, let's look at the story.
Piece of bastard jackass. I want revenge on my ex so that he can't treat women like this anymore. I was dating Corey 10 months when I found out he was cheating.
I don't recall if I said we're absolutely exclusive.
Corey constantly referred to me as his girlfriend. We were in an exclusive relationship. Corey was seeing at least 3 other girls besides me.
I cheated on Ashley, and I admit that. I brought up The Bachelor show when I was accused of juggling women.
Comparing himself to The Bachelor is complete.
The Bachelor narrows it down to 4 or 5. He sleeps with all of them. In the end, he chooses one. So these women are willing to do that. So to me, it was kind of like the same sort of thing.
He's a bastard for saying that he's like The Bachelor.
When I first cheated on Ashley, I didn't plan it or intend to hurt her. I just wasn't feeling it.
The first words out of his mouth were, "I'm 28. That was a lie.
I kind of said, well, how old do I look? She said, oh, you look about 28. I kind of just agreed. I'm 36 years old. She's got a wicked little body on her. Can you blame me?
I decided to drive by his house to see if he was lying to me again. I pull up and I park my car and I see a girl in her car. She's pretty and blonde, and I think to myself, oh, I found another one.
She did break into my house, and she came upstairs, and I was up there with a friend.
I went in through the window, and I confronted them in his bedroom.
What can I do? Ask her to leave? I can't do anything. Like, you're screwed.
I went into a fit and punched him in the face.
The second time Ashley broke into my house was with a girl that I had stopped seeing. So it's like 12 o'clock at night, I gotta work the next morning, and the 3 of them are upstairs and they're yelling at me and swearing at me. I'm like, you know what? There's food in the fridge, I gotta get up and go to work.
He was just lying in bed, brushing us off, saying, who the cares what I did to you?
She just is hell-bent to make me pay.
He just doesn't give a shit.
I think Dr. Phil's gonna be ready to rip me up.
Dr. Phil, please help me expose Corey for what he really is so that no other women will fall for this loser.
If he is a no good, lying, cheating, blow you off kind of guy, why would you be chasing after him and breaking into his house and going back and forth? Have you ever heard that old saying that the best revenge is living well? I mean, wouldn't you just want to move on and just say, I'd rather know it now than later?
Yes, but I was also told by him that he could change and it might get better, and I believed him.
Were you trying to talk her back into this relationship?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I accept responsibility for what I did. I feel badly that she got hurt. And I said, I do have feelings about, for you. I do care about this. But if you still want to be with me and we're going to try to work this out, you can't carry on 2 separate agendas.
Do you think you may have read too much into this?
Maybe.
Because you said, and I quote, "I am young and impressionable. I let him manipulate and control me."
Right.
So you got to kind of own some of this, right?
Sure.
And at this point, you don't see this as a long-term relationship.
No, and I don't see it as me manipulating or trying to control either. I mean, she's a young girl, but she's beautiful, and if anybody can do any manipulation, I mean, she's told me stories about going out to the clubs, and she gets in free, and she doesn't buy drinks, and she's mentioned from the very beginning when I met her that she can get anybody she wants anytime. So who's manipulating?
Yeah, okay. Let's be completely clear. For you, she's not the one.
Right.
Did he make that clear to you before you came here?
No.
Did he make it clear to you before you didn't want to say begged, but you certainly thought that
This is the first time I've heard it from his mouth.
Okay.
Right now.
Do you accept and believe it?
Yes, I do.
Now, how old were you when you started this relationship?
17.
17. And you were how old?
35?
35.
Right.
When you were 17. I mean, I understand you think that some older women, like in their 20s or something, have baggage, but the chance, I mean, really, the chance of compatibility with a 17-year-old is probably pretty low. You got to know that going in, right?
For me to be attracted to somebody, you know, younger that looks like her, that was turning 18 in a couple of months, I mean, the whole media is geared towards young women selling to older men. Everything you see out there and buy. So forgive me for being the mass media, but she's a beautiful girl, and
so you're just a victim.
that's right.
You're just a victim of the marketing machine. Okay, if she had said, "I'm 17 and 10 months, you'd have said, "Whoa."
I did say, whoa.
No, you said she had a smoking body, can you blame me?
To you, but to her, I didn't say that. What I said to her was, you know, we can hang out, let's have fun and see where it goes. And, you know, in the beginning, I never made any absolute commitment to her. We were just hanging out.
You feeling a little better about this now? Mm-hmm. You are young, healthy, intelligent, gorgeous, with a great sense of humor. What I ask myself is why your self-esteem is compromised to the point that you would be chasing him or anybody. Because if you hear not another thing I say today, hear this, you don't have to. You don't have to. You know what was kind of scary to me is when we started the show and I said,